This is episode 8 of my Let's Play Rise of Prussia. Um, and I've done a little bit of my turn already. I've just done a couple of plans. I haven't really done too much, but the first thing I did was uh, Heinrich von Preußen. He was able to evade the brigade, the frigates, or I don't know if they actually even tried to find him, but he got here, and then I'm just going to move him one day, and let's see if I have to actually move him. Okay, I've moved him, moving towards Königsberg. Okay, so he has one day, he will be in Königsberg. He'll be ready to reform all of these troops and start building up the defense of Königsberg. That is awesome. And over here we have the Swedish forces. I keep saying Swedish. I obviously mean Swedish. Uh, but he is at 754. He's built his strength back up. Um, he's at 344 and he's at 419. So that is about 1500 power up against 300, 571. It's about 600, about 900, about the same amount. So they will probably not attack into Stettin. If they do anything, they'll bypass Stettin, I bet. And if they do, then I can cut off their supply and come in behind them. He's at 374. I actually, to be honest, I was going to fiddle with the fonts or play around with the fonts, but I did not do that. So the fonts are still the same size, but what do we have going on over here? Still about the same. Broglie column. Wonder where Darmentier is. Wonder if he's trying to. What is this? Cannot be entered in this scenario. That's the Netherlands. Loyalty 100% Prussians. Well, that's good. Can't do anything with it, but who knows? I might have mentioned it. I think I did mention in my comment section that I was thinking about after taking Prague that I would move Frederick the Great over here and just his column though, but he'll still have an army and reform the Elba army over here with these troops, and then the leftover troops from the former Elba army I will detach, and James Keith will form a new army, and all of those troops will then be under his command, and I will use him as I will use him in Austria to press forth on the war there, because William Keith, not William Keith, what am I thinking? James Keith is an excellent general, and actually Narwhal said he was the best general, even better than Frederick. Frederick doesn't have the strategic offensive and defensive rating that James Keith has, but he has a lot of abilities that make him a little bit better, but I guess that still doesn't make him as good as James Keith. But either way, one of the things that Frederick the Great does have is fast mover, so he can get over here fairly quickly, and we'll reform this army, try to relieve Wessel, at least throw a monkey wrench into their plans over here, and not sure what else I might do. I might swing down here and try to take Frankfurt and Maine, but it just depends. I really probably need to, after defeating these guys, if I defeat them, then come up here and defeat the Swedish keep saying that. I don't know why I keep saying Swedish. It's like Swedish. But I might pick up these guys as I'm going by. It says he's locked. That's probably because I put these two guys in and they're probably still locked, still building up. So that's probably why he's locked, and I'll try to get him unlocked. But the main thing is obviously, well, two of the main things probably, I guess, is to say I have everybody on assault. Everybody's active. I have them all on assault. And the reason, part of the reason that they're all active is the thing about having a very good army commander with a very good strategic rating is they all gain bonuses to their strategic rating and their defensive and offensive rating based on his offensive and defensive and strategic rating. So since he has a strategic rating of 6, they all get a bonus to their strategic rating, and that way they all have actually they're all actually active at this point, partly because of the bonus he gives them. So they're all active. We have every one of these. We have 7 formations on um, on assault, and because this is a level 3 fort and we have 3 breaches, it says it does not provide any defensive benefit. Assaults may now be launched. So I'm going to assault it. There's only a total power of 306 in there, and I have about 6,000 power here, and they're all elite troops, so I should take Prague on this turn, and then after I take Prague is when I'll do my reformation of my armies, and I don't know if I'll leave any of the supply. I'll take the I don't know if I'll take the this is siege. I think siege artillery. Yes, it's siege artillery. It says it over here. I might leave siege artillery here because Frederick isn't. Well, no, wait a minute. If I attack Sweden, I'll definitely need some artillery, some siege artillery for this fortress of Stralsund up here, because for some reason it's hard coded that this is the toughest fortress to take in the game, so I will definitely need some siege artillery for it. So the other main move I did is I'm pulling Kurt von Schwerin back to Kosel, and hopefully they'll not try to pursue, but you know what else can I do? He's outmanned there, and can I buy? Yes, I can get a new Hanoverian general. I'm going to do that. I have 61 engagement points, so let's see if I can get another Prussian general. Yes, I can. Prussian elite soldiers training. Yes, I need that badly. Heavy cavalry. Yes, and the reason is because it's very hard to keep up the troops on the main Prussian army. They're elite troops, and they lose a lot of elements or portions of elements and hit points as they go along, and it's very hard to keep them completely at full strength. So it's very important to keep buying the replacements for them to keep them as full of strength as possible. And after I assault this fortress, they'll probably need to rest here in Prague for a little while. Except, like I said, I'm going to take Frederick to over to Hanover and see what we can do. So let's see. We only had on this last turn. The last turn we actually lost that battle. We didn't lose any national morale because they lost more men than we did, and they didn't destroy any elements or anything like that. So we did not lose any national morale. So we really didn't have anybody. We had this one guy that was congratulated for his victory against the enemy. Um, I don't, that happens sometimes, but I don't really consider what he did as a victory since the army of Kurt von Schwerin had to retreat. So I don't really consider that a victory. Nobody should be congratulated for that quote unquote victory. We took Lubeck, of course. I talked about that in my last episode. And that's that. Let's save the game. Oh, and I think I did mention that Heinrich von Preußen is going to land at Königsberg, and then hopefully it still calls him the Schlesien Army, so hopefully this won't be like to end all wars and he'll lose his army command for being on a boat. I think that's a bug in To End All Wars. It really shouldn't happen. And there will be three portraits over here that represent the three armies that I have built. But then on the next turn, when I reform the Elba army, and well, I won't get a chance to really reform it, but I will probably get a chance to promote James Keith up to Army Command. Then I'll have 4 armies. So let's execute this turn and see if, let's focus on Prague, because that's where the action will be. And if he attacks in while I'm on assault, I'll probably win, but we'll both have heavy casualties. So, but even so, he has seemed like he's not reticent about actually attacking us, even though we have the advantage. So anyway, let's go ahead and proceed to next turn. And I really want to take Prague. That'll be a major blow to Austria. I think it's 5 national morale swing, which will be very hurtful for them. And then, of course, if we destroy the troops inside, which is a power of 300, we'll get those national morale points as well. So I'm looking for this to be a gain of 8 or 9 national morale on our part, and a loss of on their part of 8 or 9 if we win the assault, which I'm pretty confident that we will, but you never know. You just never know sometimes. I'm actually doing a lot better in this game than I have in other games. I mean, in other attempts at playing Prussia. And I'm playing it on tougher difficulty than I've ever played it on as well. So, here we go. Somebody who speaks German should tell me what they're saying. I know what he's saying there. For the Kaiser, which is for Frederick the Great, who's the Kaiser. Wow, we lost 2 units. We shouldn't have lost elite infantry. We lost the Grenadiers. Does that mean we took it? So, see, he's moving out. And he's moving up. And see, he is. And this is Hamburg. He should win this battle. He was on defensive, and if you're on defensive stance, you should get some defensive benefits from the terrain if the terrain is good, which I'm pretty sure it does give you some benefits in there on that region. So I'm really hoping we win this battle.
Linie halten! Stand halten!
Oh, this battle's taking forever.
König und Vaterland!
Well, if they want to take a full army up this area up here, I can guarantee you that I'll move quicker, and they'll be caught probably in the winter months in this area right here, which is not going to be good for them. They're losing more troops. Come on, von Schwerin.
Angriff!
Ah, crap. They lost more men, but we lost the battle. They lost almost twice as much men as me, but we still lost the battle. I don't trust that. See, look, he's moved past. Oh, come on. 3,600 men. That's all the amount of troops that I had join the battle here? Come on.
Avancez! Tenez la ligne! Repliez-vous!
This guy's a horrible commander. Oh, wait a minute. So now we got 11,000 men against their 9,500. 11,600.
Tenez la ligne!
I consider that to be crap. Will Danzig or Gdansk remain neutral? Danzig is in Polish territory. Prussia would like it to remain Polish. Russia would like to use it as a base of supply. Both factions apply pressure on the city leaders. And I'm paying for it to be neutral. A new coalition government. A new coalition government. After 3 months with virtually no government, William Pitt is recalled to form a new coalition government with the Duke of Newcastle, which is Great Britain. And it gives us 5 engagement points. British subsidies delivered to Prussia. How much is that? 3 engagement points, 1 national morale, 15 tons of war supplies, and 50,000 thalers. Prussian morale is decreased. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. Let's see. Joachim von Treschow has been congratulated for his victory against the enemy. Ludwig von Zeppelin has been blamed for suffering a defeat. Johann von Dockenhausen has been blamed. Ludwig von Zastrow has been blamed. Johann Imhoff has been congratulated. Moritz von Anhalt-Dessau has been congratulated. James Keith has been congratulated. We won a battle against Prague and Fortress. In Prague Fortress at day 1, 2 national morale gained. Sir, we are succeeding against the enemy. We have earned 5 engagement points. Did we take... We lost 7 national morale in region Coesfeld. That was this one. Thanks a lot, Duke of Cumberland. He's horrible. What is his ratings? 402. Horrible. Oh, here we go. While taking Prague Fortress, we managed to capture 104 supply carts and 97 crates of ammunition. We gained control of Prague Fortress in region Prague. We gained control of Hamburg in region Hamburg from whoever it is. Dude, we could have used you. We could have used you down here. 47 days. We're pulling back. 10 days. Might be too little too late. I don't know why they haven't asked me if I want to send Ferdinand von Brunswick to Hanover, which is one of the things that used to happen. It was an event, and it would ask you. It was kind of like one of those events where it says yes, click yes or click no, and you could choose to send them there. And okay, now let's see. I'm going to take him off. I'm going to move him 10 days. 12 days. Oh crap. I forgot. This guy. He certainly is a fast mover, isn't he? Let's go, Herb Prince. He's a fast mover. 19 days, though. We'll see. Keith's Corps, Geisler, or Gessler, I'm sorry. Uh, Cavalry, Rex, Cullum, Markgraf, Keith, Prussian detachment, transports. All right, let's do what we've come to do. Dismiss corps. Yes. Form an army. Yes. The Königlish army, which is king something. I don't know what Lish means, but it's king. König is king. So Königsberg is the king city, I believe, and once Frederick moves out of the way, then I'll start detaching these corps and attaching them to the Königlish army. And which reminds me, Schlesian army, Schlesian. I wonder if that, no, that's not. I'm sure that's not what it means. Oh, he did. Create corps, yes. Create corps, yes. And now you guys just hunker down. Hunker down. And offset the Russian forces. What is their no detection? No. There's supposed to be some. I guess he doesn't have it. Their current entrench is 1. That's not good. Current entrenchment is 2. That's pretty good. Let's see. Let's take a look. See, we don't have hardly any replacements for our Prussian elite troops, but that is not available, so we'll do that. Yeah, things are not going as well. I mean, I took Prague, 145 to 89, and I don't know. If this guy he takes Berlin, I'm in deep trouble. But he sure did move quickly. What's he doing out here? You're supposed to keep moving. I'll lock all these guys. And then did I move him? No, I just have the Herb Prince moving, but if that guy takes Berlin, we're in deep trouble. What is Berlin's? No, well, no, Berlin's only a 1. I guess in this time, Berlin is not considered as big of a target as Breslau, Hanover, and Dresden, and Prague. Of course, I just took Prague, or Vienna. So maybe that's not as big a deal as I thought it was, and maybe Herb Prince can do something to him. What do we have over here? That's 10,000. If he takes Munster, That's a lot of supply there. It's a level 2 fort. And then they have one breach on this guy, which is kind of BS. It shouldn't be that easy for them to take a fortress. All right. Save. Um, he has to take coastal to move up. This is going to be a heavy slog. Breslau is a lot. Can I build there? Won't let me build a fort there. Medium militia. I mean a medium militia. Medium garrison. Large garrison. Okay. Well, not really sure what to do, to be honest with you. Okay. I have 163 conscripts, 857 sailors. Engagement. I think I'm gonna build some more. The question is where. I don't want to do it in Berlin. Regimental battalion trained. I guess that's it. Save and proceed to next turn. So now you see the difficulties that are facing the Prussians. I'm probably not going to win this. I mean, if the Swedish can move past me just like that and get to Berlin, it's going to be pretty tough to push them away. I think my only hope is to take Vienna. Which we might actually just go ahead and try to do. Or I have thought about swinging over through Austria and coming up behind those forces attacking in von Schwerin. Now that is a possibility, because then I'll destroy those troops and completely, destroy any chance of them doing anything up through Breslau. That is a possibility. Okay, come on. Let's go. He only has 14,000 men. I'm gonna take him back at least. Yeah, Berlin's gone. 7-1 advantage. He's probably has. He probably has his men on assault. Prussian defeat. Well, this fool's gonna just strike up into Prussia without taking course, if he eventually destroys von Schwerin's force, that would be a nice little morale for him, and then he'll be free to take those forts along the Oder River. Unless I swing down below and move up behind him, which I have thought about doing. I mentioned it just a few minutes ago. Well, looky there. Prussian victory. Get back. Look at all these French troops coming in. Look at these Russian troops getting ready. St. Petersburg? Is that Leningrad? Yes, it could be. Of course, it's called St. Petersburg. Let's see. In the summer of 1757, more battalions from Hungary are transferred to the north. Nice. Prussia pays Danzig to stay neutral. We train some Hanoverian replacements. Prussian morale decreased, of course. Nobody was congratulated. Austria captured Memel, which is up here. Really, the Russians captured it, although they call them the Austrian force. The green background tells me they're Russian. Reinforcements in region Hamburg. Oh, nice. Not that I really needed them, but he's still moving down. Oh, I don't want him to go that. Well, wait a minute. Do I want him to go that far? Minden. Magdeburg. Braunschweig. The Herb Prince. 5 days. He's on offensive. They're besieging. He backed off, which is fine. Kosel is still in my hands. Kurt von Schwerin has a power of 1800. That should be this large garrison. I don't know if they're the large garrison or not. They look like Fusiliers or something, but study of origin. Very slow. Keep this unit. Keep it in this region. I think that's the large garrison because I just started building it. It says it'll be built in 35 days, which is 3 turns. And this guy, for some reason, is very low on morale and cohesion. Will be operational in approximately 11 days. So he's almost built. And I will bring him down. He was on evade. Or not evade, but first march. Evade combat. Let's put him on evade combat. Just because I don't really want him fighting that. What I was talking about when I was talking about swinging down through here is bringing Keith's forces and swinging them through here. Maybe taking Königgrätz and then Olmütz and then coming up behind him and capturing him out in the open. That would be nice. But really, what I want to do at this point, though, is every one of those. Why can't I attach him? That's why. Create core. He's attached to Keith. He's attached to Keith. He is not. He's attached to Keith. He's attached to Keith. Mark Graf. There's Keith. He is not. He's attached to Keith. And that is pretty much it. And see what you do when I do this. Time to enact some retribution on the Austrians. And then I have this the way I want it. Let's see over here. I moved him back. I should move him back too. That's Zastro's forest. Please tell me that's, yeah, it's inside the fortress. Okay. 7 days, 18 days. We're going to bring him up here too. And if they bring some troops in here, I'll probably come down and with my troops somehow, and I really want to get these guys. He'll be there soon enough. Maybe 3 more turns, and he'll be there. 2 more turns maybe, and yep, he's coming down. Engagement points 41, money 717, conscripts 106, war supply 688, victory points 1617. What are his accumulated victory points? 1617 to my enemy's 249. So I'm really doing well victory points wise, but like I said, as the war goes on, it gets harder and harder for Prussia. I'm going to execute this one more turn. I'm going to keep my focus down here just to see what happens here if they manage to get away. And let's see if we have some good fortune here. And yeah. Well, I tell you, this game is pretty nerve-wracking. I mean, it's fun though. It takes a lot more strategy than just your regular American Civil War. You got one basic line, and you have across the front, and you have the northern troops in the north, obviously, and the southern troops in the south, and there's not much moving around. You just attack right into them. There's not much maneuver, but in this game there is a lot more maneuver. So come on, Keith. James Keith. I think I read a little bit about him. He died in 1758. Supposedly right in front of Frederick the Great, and they were good friends, and it really depressed Frederick the Great. Only 5,000 men. Come on. Where are the rest of my troops? Come on. Where are the rest of my troops? I see Prince Moritz is in the same region. Come on. $66,000 to 44, and Keith is very good. So I'm hoping this means that this will be a victory. He's up against Piccolomini. I think I looked at James Keith's strategic offensive and defensive rating, and it was like 677. That's a very, very nice, to be quite honest with you. And they look like they're the Austrians look like they're losing a lot of troops. Yeah, we lost dragoons and infantry, but they lost 3. They lost 5,000 men, and I lost 3,600. Not quite what I was hoping for, but this is the Herb Prince. We got to get a win here, Herb Prince. I don't know what his guy's rating is. They look like they're losing more troops than my guy is. He can't be entrenched very much at all. Come on, Herb Prince. Yeah, it still looks like they're losing troops at a awesome. I didn't want to lose Berlin. What was that? Oh, sure. Come on up. The Platinum Army is going somewhere. Surely he can't move past my guy. Let's see. Second raid on Fort William Henry, which is in the New World. Second raid on Fort William Henry. Second raid on Fort William Henry. An army of 6,000 French and 1,600 Indians under the Marquis de Montcalm besieges 2,200 English regulars and provincials under Colonel Monroe. After 3 days of bombardment, when the relief columns from the south had been repelled by the French, the English asked for terms. They are allowed to march out of their fort down the road to Fort Edward with full honors of war. Montcalm posts French guards, but savage Indians, disgruntled over their lack of battle trophies, still attack the British column and kill or scalp 100 people. Not nice. We again appoint a new general for Hanover. We can train some elite infantry. So let's train some elite infantry. Prussia. And Prussia morale. Look at that. Why is that 193? Oh, that's a bunch of crap. That says they captured Prague again. That's a crock. They did not capture Prague. That's not right. That is not right. They didn't have anybody to capture it with. That's annoying. That's really annoying. George von Driessen has been congratulated. He is now promotable to a new rank. This is von Preussen, Kleist, Forcade, Retzow, Bülow, Zastro. There's Driessen. Hey, Driessen. There he is. Let's see. 1 star. I doubt he has the seniority to promote. Now, Hessen Castle is still more senior. What's his seniority? 114. Yeah, maybe eventually. What else? We won a battle. While taking Rishan, we capture 0 supply and 58 crates. Austria captured Prague. That's crap. I don't agree with that whatsoever. I almost want to run another turn just to see if we take it right back, because that is a crap. And here are my 4 armies. Okay. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.